So I finally finished my SBR build, and I got my approved Form 1 back a couple months ago. It only took about 2 months, so that was pretty quick. So this is just going to be an overview of my 11.5 inch SBR that I built and the components I used and what I think of it. So starting, I guess, back to front. This SBR that I built has a B5 Weapon Systems SOPMOD stock on it, and I really like how it's kind of angled on the side. Gives you a nice cheek rest, and just really comfortable for your cheek. It wasn't super expensive, and the quality's pretty nice, so I'm happy with it. The buffer tube is a BCM Buffer Tube, and it has a Springco spring in it. And the buffer I used, I think, was a Spike's Tactical T2 buffer, I believe. The end plate is, focus here, is Noveske. It's for a quick detach sling, but I don't have a sling yet for this, so. The lower is a Seekins Precision SBA15 lower. I really like the styling on it. I have another AR that I use the same lower. The upper is a MUR1A upper receiver. It's by Vltor. It's a beefier upper than just a standard mil-spec upper. I really like it. I like the looks of it. So inside the rifle, I have a ALG Defense Trigger. It wasn't super expensive before I dry fire. Gun is unloaded, by the way. There's nothing in chamber. It's not a Geisley or anything, but it's a single stage trigger. Breaks really clean, so I'm happy with it. I believe it's K&S anti-rotational pins. The magazine release is Seekins, just got a little different design than standard mil-spec one. The takedown pins are Battle Arms Development enhanced takedown pins. They have a little divot on them, so you can use a tip of a bullet or something and push them out. And they're kind of bezeled on the sides. I don't know if you can see that. So it makes it easier to pull them out by hand to take down the weapon. These are pretty inexpensive. They're only like 20 bucks or so, something like that. I got them from Brownells. The selector is a V7 weapon system, V7 weapon systems. Safety rather, not selector. But yeah, this is, I believe, a 47 or 57 degree safety as opposed to the 90 degree ones. Just makes it a little bit faster in action. Not a huge difference, but a little bit shorter throw than the 90 degree ones. The bolt catch is Seekins. This came with a low receiver, came already installed. I have a Spike's Tactical M16 bolt carrier in this, bolt carrier group. I plan on getting a BCM for this, but I just have a Spike's bolt from my other rifle in here for now. The charging handle is BCM Gunfighter. Has a little extended latch. I think this is the medium latch one, so just a little bit faster into action. Oh, and the grip is a BCM 2. I really like the angle on this. Fits my hand really well. The sights on it are Troy, and the front one actually You can see right there has tritium in it, so it's a little easier to pick up in low light. The optic I chose to go with on this build is the EOTech EXPS3. See right here. Pretty happy with this optic. I got it for about 150 less than what it retails for, so it was a good deal. The rail on this is a Knights Armament URX 3.1. It's a 10.75 inch rail, so fits the gun nicely. And I got the lower, upper, and rail Cerakoted in 60% burnt bronze and 40% graphite black. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's got a nice look to it. The barrel is a Noveske 11.5 inch barrel. This barrel is super accurate. Consistently I shoot, if I'm really trying, under an inch at 100 yards with this thing, so I was blown away by the accuracy on this build. The light is a Surefire light. I think it's their Mini Scout light, and the mount that I have on it, put this around here, is a gear sector mount. And I did have this a little bit more forward because when I put my suppressor on it, the suppressor kind of blocks out some of the light, but I realized when I take off the suppressor and shoot it that the blast on the brake actually started wearing. I don't know if I can get it camera here. You can see a little bit there, started wearing the finish on the light, so I moved it back a little bit, so it should be better now. It's not a big deal, but just kind of annoying. And the brake on here is Silencerco brake for the Specwar 556 suppressor that I have. So I'll just show you what it looks like with the suppressor on. So, pretty nice little setup. The reason I have this suppressor wrap on here is when I shoot it on my SPR, helps with mirage and all that, but this wrap has a high enough heat rating where I can shoot it on my SBR as long as I don't go crazy. So I just keep it on here. So yeah, I'm really happy with this setup. So there you have it. It's my 11.5 inch SBR build. Oh, and for the Surefire light, I have this pressure switch actuator right up here. Push a button for constant on. Just press this little tab for momentary. So, if you have any questions about building an SBR or any of the components in here, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment. Thanks.